mouses. Back rats. Mousetrap.
A brand new form of weapon? Okay. That's a brand new form of weapon, Dandy.
Skipper, brief word if you would. Your skills against the beasts is truly inspiring. But you might wish to consider the most genteel of all weapons.
Is it a rapier? Oh.
The Great Hammer!
I like that.
Granted, we primarily use them for sport nowadays, given how fashionable croquet géant has come. And use the finest tech from the labs of the Celestial Collegium to reinforce the backswing, which primarily blah 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 blah. Final seconds, but I struck each enormous ceramic ball through the towering wickets, and the cup was ours. But I digress. If you wish to borrow a hammer for yourself, I would be happy to demonstrate techniques.
I'm hype.
Oh, hello, Stoker.
Oh, emote mode is on, I just realized.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Henry.
I got it. Emotes only off. Bam.
Really got it.
Oh, hello, Stoker.
Hello, how are you doing this evening?
Okay.
How
I
was your
did
trip?
not realize that you had begun a new game already.
Mm-hmm.
We've been breaking some beasts.
Well, they probably have it coming.
And
Yeah.
And porcupine those seats with
Okay.
my accent. Yes, sir.
Time to see how a hammer works.
Now, the Great Hammer is a deceptively elegant tool. Wielding one is much like navigating the lofted court. It is a weapon that relies upon strength, power, and pressing your advantage. But it would be uncouth to jump right in. One must first build some momentum.
And it's very important to be couth when one is breaking beasts.
Gain 1 charge, plus 1 charge for each inertia.
So, hammers are weird. I don't know if I like hammers. They reward you for using one ability over and over and over again.
Okay.
Well, if all you have is a hammer.
Exactly. I have no idea what any of this means, so...
So you're going to gain charge on every step, and you'll basically stop on the first thing you hit. So your momentum ability, you kind of want to just move as far as you can without hitting anything.
Okay.
Hello, Drakhan.
Does that include the edge of the arena?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just on first bounce, stop.
Greetings, Drakhan. Greetings,
just go
Frederick. Greetings.
Directly in here.
Who else is here tonight? Whoops. Trying to look at the chat, and I'm clicking all the wrong things. Oh no.
Excellent form. Now, do you feel the power building? That's inertia. For an easily accessible metaphor, consider it like compound interest, augmenting your investments.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a good metaphor.
Inertia makes your strong abilities even stronger.
These guys are
Ah.
Jonas told me it is possible there is a bat somewhere in this game.
I have been playing a little bit ahead of Rick. I have not seen it yet. But
I'm
I've
just
only gotten to
saying.
the 4th companion, and Rick's at 3, so...
I'm just saying that if there is one, I'm calling that one.
I mean, I called the bird, so yeah, fair enough.
Bird is the word, and bat's where it's at.
I got the squirrel and the hedgehog.
Big flamer. On first bounce, deal 2 damage and a large radius. Repeat for each inertia.
Wait,
Understand
squirrel and
while
hedgehog,
moving.
isn't that?
Deal 1 damage to everything in a small radius. 10 steps for each inertia.
Spin to win.
I only have 1 inertia.
Yeah. So you have an inertia on your momentum ability. So now you'll gain 2 charge for every step.
Baby child, why did you do that?
But if you use any other ability, the inertia for momentum goes down by 1. I think no, it goes down by 1 per turn. That's it.
Hi, baby.
Excuse
That
me.
help me very much because you're going to stop and you're going to be right next to the enemy.
I would suggest maybe using a big hammer here and just slapping the vital core.
Big slammer.
Alas, by switching stances, you have sacrificed the power of your other abilities. Such are the difficult strategic decisions that leaders must make. But as we say, our cloud has a silver lining. Now this ability is growing stronger. Take advantage. Okay, so yeah, it's each time you use an ability.
Hammer abilities lose inertia every time you use a different ability. Okay.
Well, it's like they say, and Stoker says, when all you have is a hammer, huh?
That is
doesn't go
exactly
very
what
far.
I said.
Yeah.
But you can break that 3 right next to you, because the big hammer is going to deal 2 damage twice.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
Now you can do momentum, and then your big slammer will go down to 1 inertia, so you still have some built-up speed for it.
And hit the core.
New big slammer to hit that 5 that's just above you and to the left.
I was thinking about momentum to go over here and hit this too.
Yeah.
I do have 2 inertia on this.
So now it'll deal 6.
Wow, okay. This does a lot of damage. And I hit the core, central core, so.
And now it's at 1.
Yep.
Ha.
That looks like it should have killed you. But of course, this is a rebound game.
So it's about dating someone right after a breakup?
Yes.
Mm,
That's what the metaphor is building to.
Truly impressive, Skipper. What do you think? Quite magnificent, yes? But that is not the only thing I wish to bequeath upon you.
Huh?
As thanks... there we go. As thanks for many efforts, I present the armor worn by the sentinels who patrol the hovering estates.
Thanks.
It should complement your great hammer beautifully. We do strive to align function and form up there. I have much to learn yet about how the peasantry prefers to address the social nuances of public perception. But should you travel to the cloud to showcase your hammer expertise, I must advise you. Better to prioritize modest control over full force, or your technique may be considered crude. You don't wish to seem impolite, for as they say, no situation, however dire, is worth ruffling feathers.
Did they really say that?
Apparently. And a great hammer.
Also just saying, but Beast Breaker as a title might also euphemistically fit furry Vienna games of a certain kind. I personally have not heard of Yoku's Island Express, no.
Oh, thunderheads! I've just received a missive that one of the aero carts of my caravan never made it back to the cloud. Fortunately, it was fully automated and no one was aboard. But it contained the urn that I was transporting for my family.
An urn?
Indeed, an enchanted something or other. The device that was powering my philanthropic mission. When you next venture forth to the Hollow, would you please keep watch for any clues to its location?
Keep an eye out for clues. Some quests can only be unlocked by following a trail of clues. They will appear during tracking while you are answering calls for aid.
Get the shearing sword, it's really good.
Okay. Settlement holds a legendary sword of Nettle Whiskersmith. Can Skipper's sword skills convince him to part with it?
Skipper sure has benefited from your workout at the forge.
It's good to be out there with my hammer and anvil again. Still, I'm just following my sister's designs. She never did have patience enough to work with sparks like I do, but give her any material you can name, and she could make marvels.
Oh, I'm aware, ma'am. I've been lucky enough to see a few of her weapons on display.
What? What do you mean?
Some settlements collecting them after, folks love seeing something made by the legendary Whiskersmiths.
I didn't know.
Hey, maybe Skipper could go ask the weapons back? They might need to prove themselves first, but...
No, it's not worth the bother. There are important things to do.
Oh, I thought she was automatically gonna come.
Okay. His battle ability, flurry of blows, Danny performs a series of hammer attacks. Tracking ability, summon retinue, settlement, use on settlement. Lets you craft from anywhere on the map without spending a turn.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, Jonas, there you are.
I hear Jonas there. Yes, sir.
Hey, Jonas.
Hi.
Ray is here too.
He sure is.
Is the Revenger.
Shall I beg you,
Say Ray is the Revenger.
Shall I beg your parts for calling cards of Jonas Ray Pie? Hey, it's spectacular.
I'm not sure what you just said, GC.
Yes, sir. I Jonas Ray Pie.
Some words in there. I'm not sure how they all work together, but
I Jonas Ray Pie. I just put Jonas and Ray together, okay? There.
That works. So how's everybody tonight?
I'm full of blood.
Oh,
well, that's good.
your blood?
I mean, it's inside me, so yes, it's my blood.
Okay.
Ah, see, Stoker had a good meal tonight.
I did a bit of overtime today, but I'm doing good.
Good. I made Italian tonight, and that was like the highlight of my evening. It was good.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you tell us in great detail, Jonas? Why don't you taunt us some with it?
I didn't actually do them.
It had a whole lot of garlic in it.
Yes, guilty. I mean, yeah, that's always true. A lot of garlic.
Genuine San Marzano tomatoes, and definitely not the pre-jarred stuff.
I didn't actually use tomatoes. I had like Alfredo sauce and spinach. It was good.
You're Alfredo sauce and spinach.
Yeah, yes I am. How'd you know?
Big scales.
For every taco in this channel of Italian, a piece of Frederick's pizza soul would disappear.
A piece of Frederick's pizza soul.
Frederick
I
has
like him. He has a pizza soul. It's like and it's literally divided up into slices. It's like a thing that's similar to that but funny. Look, I got nothing.
I just immediately pictured like Undertale, but instead of a heart, it's a pizza.
It's a pizza.
There you go. That's it.
There
That's
you go.
totally what I was gonna say. You can't prove otherwise.
It refused to slice.
It refused to slice. I've had pizzas like that.
Pizzas that don't refuse your slice.
You ever
Yeah.
have New York style ones where it's like you just give up and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna roll this thing up like a burrito because it's.
Well,
you
that's
know.
kind of what you're supposed to do with New York. You're supposed.
Is that
to
what you're supposed to?
fold the
Okay, okay.
slices.
I would sort of like try to support with both hands, so I just kind of like nibbled it.
You fool!
Oh yeah, you're supposed to use your index finger to press down in the middle, and then use your thumb and middle finger to hold up the edges, and then like fold it in half like that.
Oh, okay. I don't feel so bad.
I missed.
But then
Yeah,
I missed.
Like Commander would say, forgiveness is beguiled, but you never pay pizza delivery guy a tip for late pizza.
Okay. I haven't had pizza in forever. God, I want pizza. Thanks.
you're welcome.
There's this pizza place near me that I've gotten a couple times.
A likely story.
They're called Cutie Pies.
Aw, that's cute.
And the first time I ordered from there, there was like a insert card, like advertising the restaurant or whatever, and it was the two women yelling and pointing at cat meme, but it said, "I thought you'd save me a slice," and then it's just a cat with an empty plate.
Nice.
That sounds accurate.
Hey guys, whenever the opening to Secret of the Ooze, remember all those people eating pizza?
God, I haven't seen that in so long. Ugh.
God, I can't remember the last time I've seen it.
I need to watch that sometime. That was a great Ninja Turtles movie.
I think the first two were awesome.
I remember being extremely bored by the third one.
I watched the intro not that long ago, like the part where Michelangelo's like, "Oh, a fella in a checker," eh? And I'm just like I love it, but it's kind of cringy now.
It's not cringy. I love it.
I know it's classic, but I look
Be
at
right
it. It's like,
back 1 second, guys.
it's just it's so I don't know. It feels kind of like awkward now.
I think that the one thing I have to say though, but that's awkward, but I never realized all these years, but he's twirling the nunchucks with one finger. When he's
Yeah.
at the end there, and before he says start practicing, like yeah, you can spin nunchucks on your finger. That makes you a pro, eh?
Yeah. God. I mean, I will totally watch it. I will absolutely watch it. If it's
All right,
on.
I'm back.
But hello.
Did you miss
But-
me?
Yes, I missed you.
A little
I mean,
bit, yeah.
I missed you, but I'll aim better next time. Ho 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 ho.
Oh, ow, my heart.
Aw.
Oh, you just barely stayed out of range.
I didn't realize it when I was older either. When I was watching the Turtles movie the other day, I didn't realize that Casey Jones and Dante were literally having a shipping war when they were fixing the truck. And I said, really? I didn't realize that.
Nice.
It was hilarious. I don't remember who were they shipping back then. It was funny.
I think back in the day, my favorite turtle was probably Donatello because he was an inventor. And I thought that was cool.
He's also a nerd.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Mine was Michelangelo. I just like his high energy.
The 4 turtle personality types: leader, loner, nerd, and party dude.
I would
Tag
say
yourself.
he's just a hothead, Raphael. You can't stand him until you get to know him.
Right.
And when the surface just wants to punch you in the face. Ugh.
See, it's weird because I didn't watch the original Turtles cartoon when I was a kid, but they had a Turtles cartoon. It was the one where they got time traveled into the future, and they lived in a cyberpunk world. And
I don't think I've seen that one.
There was some weird stuff on, like, for kids at that time.
Huh.
There was that one. There was the Looney Tunes one where they were all like cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Lunatics Unleashed or
Oh
whatever.
no, I remember that.
Even the Animaniacs reboot made fun of that.
That's awesome.
I've never seen that one.
Static Shock was good. I liked Static Shock. That was one I remember watching.
There were some fun episodes of Static Shock. I liked when he crossed over with the Justice League and that time travel thing.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
Static
that.
Shock was one of the first ones where I was just like, oh, people don't like black people. That's something I never thought about before, because, you know, I'm like 6.
Yeah, and it is something that doesn't make any sense, so... like... When you're super young, like... You don't get these things because they're so...
Stupid.
illogical. Yes!
Illogically stupid, yes.
And most people do it in very subtle ways.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So you don't really understand why they're acting slightly weird.
Or in school, you're, taught that, oh, the Civil War happened, and it just kind of implies that racism is over now.
Problems are solved. You know
Kind
what?
of move on to
was
the
telling-
next part of American history.
I was telling someone about this. There's this show at Disney World called The American Experience. It's it's an all animatronic stage show that's like the theme park version of American history, and it very much smooths over certain problematic aspects of American history, shall we say. But it acknowledges exactly 3 of them, very briefly. Like, it touches on the Civil War and the Civil Rights Movement, and are like, well, this was a bad thing we did, but fortunately we solved it forever. And then it touches on women's suffrage, and they're like, oh, well, this is a bad thing we did, but fortunately we solved it forever. And very briefly, it touches on the plight of Native Americans in this country, and they're like, oh, well, this is a bad thing we did. Well, anyway, moving on.
I think that was for the sake of just I mean, like, they only had a semester to teach all this crap. It's like there was so much that you could go over, and you would you couldn't compress it all into like a high school class. You know what I mean?
I could.
Well, fine. We need. We need a U.S. history Street Fighter game, like George Washington's, you're like cherry tree chop.
Look, I'm just
I
saying,
actually-
there's a lot of things you can press into a high school.
Funny thing about that.
I was gonna say.
In Street Fighter V, they actually have a character called G, who is very kind of referenced off of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, kind of pushed together.
Yes.
Oh my God.
See, all I'm imagining is, frankly, the fighting game version of Hamilton.
Oh my God! I just look. Oh, sorry.
What? What's this? Skipper, this is Idol Sharon sword.
A hat? Yeah.
Holding one of these old weapons again brings all sorts of stories to mind. With this one, we used to pull a twin trade-off, one of our specialties. She'd use this sword to shear off the beast's massive scales all at once with a terrific smash. Then she'd hurl her blade to me mid-battle, and I'd scar the beast to prevent it from regrowing. We might have been showing off. Still, it was a good technique. It's good to see the sword again. Thank you.
I had the idea once of a Founding Fathers version of one of Musu game.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're just chewing through redcoats.
Yes.
He saved children, but not the British children.
Hold on. Mount preserve me, this young Lord Dandelion. I appreciate his enthusiasm, but you're all putting yourselves in real danger out there. I don't think he really understands that. Or, frankly, much of anything. Good morrow! I must have taken a turn about the grounds of your rustic estate to snap a few pictures. I trust you don't mind. It is simply that your topiaries are arranged in such daringly naturalistic shapes. However, I was interrupted by one of your unconventional messenger pins. Pan? You recognize them? Certainly. Though it is shockingly advanced, more so than any I've seen, it is clearly a pin. That's an acronym, of course, for a perfect...
Personal identification number?
Practical... Oh, nobody bothers to say the full name, Stoker. I myself have a relay pin synced to my lapel pin for processing and communicating vital information. And also for taking selfies. Regardless, this clearly means that whoever is making and sending these pins is a fellow noble. After all, between the Collegium and the Queen, technology is always advancing past the cutting edge. Though in my opinion, that was already quite evident from their natural inclination to help others. If you say so.
Nothing to craft.
Alright, we gotta find clues.
Time to find clues.
Let's split up, gang.
We're gonna make a knuckle sandwich out of those clues. Hedgehog style, yes, sir. I even brought my peanut butter jelly sandwich, butter knife.
I want to.
Except not let's all split up because you're the only one who's brave enough to actually fight a beast face to face.
Her cheeks are inflating with glee.
Yeah.
Cheering sword. Okay, let's see. Pierce's cores. On Pierce, have core health, gain 2 player health. Rupture. On bounce, deal 1 damage. On core bounce, add 7 scar. Beast scar bar is filled. Permanent effect, GRW. The beast is decreased by 3. While scarred, the beast will not rego scales. Cheer. Shatter 6. Core bounce stop. Does 1 damage per scale up to a max of X, starting from the impacted scale and spreading to adjacent scales. Man, this thing's brutal.
Put the hurt on it.
And then I bring out my sword shield.
Oh, Poppy has something to say.
As the responsible elder Whiskersmith cousin, I gotta say, what took you so long? Seriously, Skip, it's gonna be so fun to have you actually run around me for once. Can't believe it. My bouncy baby cousin, I'll roll up and follow my paw prints by Tony Bale on their chores.
Oh, did we assign any new dialogue roles?
Haven't had any new characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caravan
I was gonna say.
was this a clue?
Shadow Propeller. Oh, is this part of Danny's mission card?
All I said was that should a bat character who may or may not exist show up in this game, that it has to be me.
Well, we're getting some signs that there's some pretty slippery characters in the game, but we'll see.
Eh?
Nice.
Ah.
Actually, here, let me grab all the cast pictures. Drop them in the Discord.
Oh, the me.
Well, yeah, I mean, there aren't that many characters we haven't been introduced to already. There's a few more.
Oh, I see Dre posted G as well. I should be playing Street Fighter again. I was really good at that game. See? What I've been doing is playing the Warcraft. Not that I'm playing, that was fun. See. But yeah, too many RPGs. Time to start smacking people.
You can smack people in RPGs too.
Yeah, but they don't. They usually have to do it in orderly fashion, though.
You're like, it's not the same.
It is the same. It's good. I just like I. Oh, that was pretty cool.
And it is scarred. Pretty badly.
If I said pretty badly there.
And damage per scale.
So because the skewer halves course health every time you step through it, it's really effective to try and use it as your first charge move of the fight.
Plus 20 charge.
Well, nice. You did 13 damage to it.
That is a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I'll say though, the damage you do is always rounded down. So if it's at 1 health, you can't kill it with skewer.
Okay. Let's try this.
I definitely think I'm going to play this at some point.
Bam, bam, bam.
visual games like this just always get me. Anything involving like angles and geometry and stuff. Surprisingly, I'm not much of a pool player though.
The pool doesn't give you a nice little indicator for the first several meters.
That's true. That makes it a lot easier.
Physical pool doesn't. I think most online pools do nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can do like the handicap, like the plotter or whatever. Some golf games will also do that for you.
Why, Madam Whisker Smith, this tea is delightful. Thank you, Lord Dandy. Though it probably doesn't suit your refined taste. Nonsense, I find it endearingly rustic. Just like this fascinating manual kettle technology. Ah, Skipper, you've returned. And, oh, it appears you found a propeller for my lost aero cart. My father would be ever so relieved if we could but reclaim the caravan's missing cargo for further use. Or, at the very least, to, file an insurance claim.
That got real.
It did.
Lord Dandelion. Just Dandy, I insist. Lord Dandelion is my father. And also my grandfather. And my great-grandfather. And... Dandy, what are you doing with my laundry hamper? Ah, as my father always says, we should never shy away from assisting those in need. Besides, I'm quite eager to experience this fine peasant art for myself. A noble doing laundry just doesn't seem right. Don't you use gadgets for that? But of course, and I shall happily acquire some household pins for you if you like. Oh my, that's not... Speaking of pins, my good lady, come closer that we might take a selfie together with the basket. What? With our dirty laundry? What if someone like the Queen sees it? Hardly. Why, the Queen is far too reclusive for that sort of thing. One can't simply ring her up. That's a relief. No, this will merely be viewed by the lofted court and perhaps the upper echelons of the Parliament. I'm taking the hamper.
Can't let those upper class twats see let me with a hamper.
I trying to find if there's a trope for the kind of bird character that's sort of fancy and snobby, because that seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, they're called a nerd.
Thank you. No, just like Rivali and, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I love the
Maybe there's something for bird characters being stuck up. You know, like that big bird? He thinks he's so much bigger than everyone else.
Yeah, just looking down on everyone.
Teaching you, trying to teach you. It's his rules, not yours.
I want to draw like Big Bird as like Falco or something.
This is...
Hey, I'm on your side, genius. I want to see like 80s Jim Henson Star Fox, just all Muppety and shit.
Big Bird
I
is
mean-
like,
Wasn't that basically like the box art?
No, but like an actual like
No,
like
there was a thing of that, wasn't there? Where they had like the
Was there?
it was Miyamoto's, Iwata, and somebody else who was like an Ezek at Nintendo were turned into puppets, and then they got poofed into Star Fox characters, and that was how they were announcing Star Fox Zero.
Oh my god, I have not seen that.
you got
I
check
Yeah,
it
do
out.
have
I
vague
missed.
memories of that. Now
I
that
saw
you
it.
mention it.
It was really cool.
All right, I'll just check that out on YouTube or something. It's amazing. No, but I mean like a straight like a V8 straight to VHS. You know, like wires on, you know, visible wires on the hands. Like, oh, get you, Star Fox. Blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
You know, like that kind of thing. Just completely corny.
Actually, I think you can post it in Discord for you. Let me see.
Okay, go for it. I would have loved that. I would have been all over that.
Oh, would
I think
you?
it was
Joe?
literally Jim Henson Company.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to watch this. This is about what I was imagining. Actually, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I know their audience. I have to give.
And it's you.
Yeah, pretty much. It's me. They made it for me.
They're like, oh, Jonas is gonna love this.
I loved it so much I didn't even know about it.
Exactly. That's real love right there.
Yeah.
Anybody can love something that they know about, but true love is loving something that you have no idea exists.
All right, it was Miyamoto, Iwata, and Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Was it actually them, like, doing the voices?
I believe so. I
That's
can't
awesome.
imagine why it wouldn't be. They're all three of them were very public when they were at Nintendo.
Okay.
True.
Miyamoto's still at Nintendo, but the other two. It's so very different down here on the ground. So many unexpected details we cannot see from up in the cloud.
How long does it take to fly down?
Lying down? I say, who do you think I am? I took the elevator. So they have an elevator to a cloud. Okay.
Why not?
Oh yeah, the infamous power walk. I forgot about. Well, I actually didn't forget that. I remember that.
Save, give me that.
Oh.
Andy's right here. Anyway.
And Bricker Brackus Smicker Smack.
You don't say.
I believe he does say. Bugs Bunny, Bugs Bunny, rah, rah, rah.
I should probably try to keep up the banter, but I'm like intently watching Rick's like shot adjustments.
You're intently watching Rick's shot adjustments.
It really feels like mini golf in that regard. Like, what's gonna happen?
It's one of those things where it's just a hushed crowd and the announcer is quietly whispering.
Yeah, it's like I have to be quiet. I have to be absolutely silent, you know. But
Yeah, Jonas, don't be loud.
jeez. If I was a pro golfer, I would deliberately be really loud, just like everyone else is being hushed and like waiting for me to swing. I'd be like, "This is so quiet," just out of nowhere.
You monster! How
Just
could
like
you?
just hum like
How
the
could
worst
you in this
songs.
extremely serious game of balls and holes?
Hey, you're
Nice.
just playing. You're just like, goddamn wind. Can't tell what direction it's going today. Stupid light. It's so bright out today. It's so hot. Can't we have done this later in the day?
Exactly. Just provide like more
Complaining the whole time.
running commentary than the actual announcer.
And then be amazed when you're not invited back.
Rampage imminent. Oh,
Man.
that's not
You're fine.
Yeah, it's not.
You've
big
got a
deal.
companion ability still.
I want to provide like fake commentary, like, yeah. And here, as you can see, Rick is using the classic Romanian strategy of a double interleaved doodly flip.
Yeah, so that strategy was found 3 years ago when the game was still in beta. The developers decided to keep it in, and so now the speedrun community has really picked it up and sort of accepted it as status quo.
He's about to hit the right whisker into the corner pocket. With a nice tee shot. Pretty good shot.
This gambit was last used in Russia in 1954, and
Decades before the game was made.
yeah, it was.
By
very
one
big.
16-year-old by the name of Vladimir Putin.
These are all independently verified facts, I promise. God. Oh, the bird's got the hammer.
The bird
Bam,
has
bam,
the
bam, bam.
hammer. I repeat, that's another one of those spy code phrases.
Yeah.
The bird has the hammer. I repeat, the bird's the hammer.
Bird has
Whip-
the hammer, the egg is in the basket, there are none in the bush.
Oh my God.
We have hit the croquet ball into the four score points.
Yes.
It has hit.
Bird.
It hit the peg.
Bam.
You win.
Nice.
Bam.
Oh, shit.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Wow.
See
Did
that
anybody-
last little tap.
Did anybody
Yeah, I'm
play
not sure I like the
croquet?
hammer that much. This
Oh.
is very weird.
It seems a little.
It's weird because you
clunky.
have 4 abilities, but it wants you to use one of them.
Hmm.
I will say one of the
Unless
There's
you
two
can
things
somehow
you can-
just like build inertia without actually using them, like that.
well, yeah, that's why you have the equipment that just gives you inertia every time you hit the particular scale. That one's like almost a necessary sort of thing.
Maybe a different hammer would be better.
Dandy?
So you've been brewing this tea from the very clever blossoms you grow here. What a clever idea. But yes, that's farming. Skipper, you found more revenants from the caravan. This bodes quite well. From this, perhaps that most knowledgeable Jonquil can determine the arrow cart's location. Skipper! Skipper! It's an emergency!
Ah?
Oh, well, I attempted to help with laundry with your grandmother. But all of it has turned pink! How could this occur? The pink isn't normally a fetching shade, but... Oh, whatever should I do?
Yeah. Huh?
This is no laughing matter! Your grandmother has done a
kind
great
of.
deed for me, housing me here, and I'm seeking to repay it. But I've made a mess of it. A true noble would make amends. Perhaps I should commission her an entire new wardrobe of finest silk. Yes! With silver embroidery!
I don't think.
Come, Skipper, a commemorative selfie to show that we have triumphed over this obstacle.
Smithers, is that bird wearing pink?
Still nothing to craft.
Wow. Nope. Nothing to craft.
Oh, Granny.
Tranquilla has advised me that my missing cargo is likely to be in the brambles near Whisker Grove Keep. I do hope the urn is intact for us to uncover. I should like to possibly use it in order to... but I am getting ahead of myself. Let us not count our eggs before they have hatched. Or our cargo before we see if it has, been smashed into a million pieces.
Gotta do shearing sword again.
Oh.
That.
Hang on a moment.
The beast somewhere.
I should be focusing my attentions on recovering the tech. So when we encounter the beast, would you be so good as to,
I'll stop it.
You're a deer!
No, Skipper's a mouse. Ray's a deer.
Could be a deer mouse.
The beast!
Also, my missing arrow cards! The urn still has all its spinny bits intact. Although its paint does appear to be chipped, which may hurt the appraisal of...
Rumble.
Shh.
What? Shit? What is shit?
Forge element. Whatever, let's attack.
Round one, fight!
Oh.
Kitty.
It's a big kitty.
It's cut by numbers.
Just
Oh,
about.
come on.
Nice.
I've acided it a bunch, so...
Acid's good against a forge beast.
That sounds like such a D&D line.
It really does.
Okay, you rolled a 19 on your beast tracking ability. You remember the old adage, acid is good for a forge beast.
I remember back in the day, I'd get commissions for Displacer Beast, get morph characters, and I was like, what is this? was like, this is novel.
Yeah, the Splicer Beasts are weird.
It was just such a like a thing out of left field for me. Like, okay, so they've got squid tentacles coming out of their axe or something.
Yeah, Jonas, haven't you ever seen a cat before?
Yeah, thank
Also,
you.
you can't look at them directly. You can only, or no, it's you can't hurt them directly. You have to like attack
Right.
their shadow.
It's like aim to the left or whatever. Yeah.
Remember that Evangelion angel?
oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Nice.
the Sea of Dirac.
God, I'd almost forgotten about that. I still need to watch the new saga.
Oh my god, I saw that they're on Prime Video, and there was nothing stopping me from going back and watching all the rebuild movies.
Hmm.
I haven't seen 3 yet.
I watched someone's recording in the movie theater of the first one, and I
Nice.
never got around to watching the second one or
You're
the first one
fired.
in proper quality.
Yeah, so the first one is just a sort of remaster of some of the episodes.
Right.
It's like halfway through the second one, the plot just takes a violent left turn and becomes an entirely original story.
Cool. As I understand it, the original end of Evangelion, which I won't spoil in case some people haven't seen it, was the creator, like Hideaki Anno, like got upset at fan opinions of him and decided to just go nuts. I mean, I don't know if that's
There was some of the they ran out of money with 2 episodes still left.
Have you seen his
Congratulations.
Godzilla movie yet, Jonas?
Congratulations!
no, I have not seen the Godzilla movie.
It's definitely something. You can absolutely tell it's a Godzilla movie from Bob Evangelion. I don't remember his name.
How'd you know his name?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I said. Bob Evangelion.
I have to admit I like his stuff because I'm a terrible person. I think like messing with the audience is kind of funny.
No, Jonas, you. Why have you never given me any indication that you're amused by that kind of thing before, other than 90% of our conversations about Penny? When you're like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if, like, in the next 2 pages her entire head just turned into a turnip for no explanation?
Celery, not a turnip.
Turnip? I was worried it was going to be garlic.
Well, that's on the table too. But yeah, that's why Stoker writes it, not me. But yeah, I love just how like utterly not like how little sense Evangelion's ending makes. It just makes me happy. I mean, I realize that like on an intellectual level, on a thematic level, it's kind of a disappointment, but whatever, you know.
Jonas, you're a monster.
I am. I'm the enemy of rational thought, and I love it.
When I was first watching Evangelion, when it was first airing on Adult Swim, I just remember being constantly bored. Like, when are they gonna fight the giant monsters? Because all of everything else was just going over my head. It's like this kid sure is sad a lot. He'd be a lot happier if he was fighting giant monsters.
So
Get in
what
the
you're
robot
saying
suit.
is, yes, exactly.
Oh, God.
I think I stopped watching it after like 2 episodes in a row. Like there just weren't any. It's like Gundam. Why can't it do the Gundam thing where they're just fighting all the time?
Oh, God.
I like the opening.
Yeah,
Oh,
the opening was so 90s.
So
Yeah.
I'd watch the opening and then not watch the show.
Reminds me of the Mega Man days. Well, I still watch Mega Man at least.
The one I remember the most, as far as like Mega Man shows, is the what it was like 2000s, like Super Fighter Robot.
The Ruby Spears one?
Was it?
Yeah, Ruby Spears.
Yes,
Ruby Spears?
that-
Okay, yeah,
That was the one, yeah.
yeah.
Which started out pretty like down to earth, kind of close to what you'd expect the thing to be about. Just robot of the
Everything
week
in
going
such
bad.
a terrible angle. Whatever.
Hey,
But-
it had lots of action.
But then it started getting weird in the later seasons. With I bet you've seen by now the lion men that are just walking along and then lasers shoot out of their eyes. People into lion
I knew
men.
you were gonna bring that up. I knew you were.
You know, somebody. There's a bug on my synthetic. Somebody. That was the thing. That was the moment for somebody. You know it.
Yes.
Like just
That was the awakening.
some random bystander's like, you know, like, oh no, I'm a lion. Oh, and then some kid's just like, oh.
This makes me feel funny.
But what if I were a lion?
Is it possible for someone to have like an anti one of those moments where they see a human character transform into a furry character and they actually get horrified? Because I had one of those where I had nightmares. from
I've
a
said it
scene in-
before.
Yeah, I
I've
knew
often
that
said it
happened.
before, but the line between something that becomes a fetish and something that becomes a phobia is like paper thin.
Oh yeah, and it varies. Like it can absolutely vary between people. Like the same scene can have completely different effects.
I mean, if you want a perfect case in point, what about the donkey scene in Pinocchio?
Oh no!
Like that is absolutely nightmare fuel for a whole bunch of people, and there were other people, I'm quite sure, when they watched that as kids who were like, huh.
That upset me. That really upset me as a kid. Like,
Well, it's okay, Jonas. You can feel better just by knowing that his life was ruined forever and he was miserable. And
right? They never. Yeah, and then he got ground into a sandwich. And anyway,
James,
he was delicious.
James, did Mega Man ruin your life? Don't get me started on Mega Man. I have opinions.
It appears that this urn can still function, but as I feared, the aesthetics are terribly damaged. I confess dismay, for I hoped, well, to bequeath it to the forge to convey my gratitude for your hospitality. What? This must be worth more than the whole farm. Oh yes, without a doubt. It can enchant with 2 sparks after all. But look how unsightly it has become. Is it even still worth giving? A few dents don't make something worthless. Roll up your sleeves, Skipper. Dandy, start up that contraption. We're upgrading the forge.
Uh-huh.
That should do it. Skipper, Fortune with 2 sparks creates new individual weapon parts. You can then combine those parts into unique customized weapons.
Neat.
Just how me and
Nice.
Nettle used to do it when we were forging together.
Okay.
2 spark crafting.
Yeah, this is the part where stuff gets kind of fun. When you get to
Yeah?
actually customize your weapons.
Ooh.
There you go.
Have all this stuff. We don't know what it is. But,
So you know how each weapon in when you select it, it has those 4 abilities, right? And they're in like a square.
Uh-huh.
So each weapon has 2 halves. So for example, the hammer has a head and a half. The shield has a sword and a shield. The bow and arrow has a bow and an arrow.
Okay.
What you can do is you can combine the top 2 abilities of one weapon with the bottom 2 abilities of a different weapon.
oh,
So for example, those are the bottom 2 abilities for a bow and arrow, and then if you craft a bow, you can get the top 2 abilities.
Okay.
Combining a top and a bottom? It'll never work.
Stoker's like, I was waiting for something like a moment to say something perverted.
Oh, Jonas, come on now. I never wait. I make my moment.
What was that, GC? Are you okay?
No, Joe. Oh yes, Joe. It's not perfectly okay.
Right.
I legitimately thought that was just Jonas sassing me in a weirder way than usual. I thought he was like,
Ah, it's Cinnabar.
Hmm. Ah, I've been waiting for some time now, Skipper. And still, I'm curious about your motivation.
I want to help.
So you've said, but who are you doing this for?
Ah.
I thought perhaps you were a daredevil like your cousin, but no. Is it for your grandmother, your cousin, your farm? You answered my personal call from distress with that first message.
You're in trouble.
So you help everyone, even strangers who have nothing to do with you?
Yes.
yeah, I'm a hero. I'm a good guy. This is our thing.
Indiscriminately?
Okay, maybe not exactly indiscriminately, but
I wonder, what is your limit? You must have them. Everyone does. So who is it that you would refuse to save, Skipper?
Maybe Bob Evilton. He's kind of a jerk.
Something to think on, is it not? Cinnabar's totally gonna be the final boss. It's gonna be like, it was me all along. I'm really a jerk. And I dropped all these hints and you didn't pick it up.
That
Shown to
sounds
be a snake instead
exactly
of a
like
rat.
him.
passage to Misty Myers is reportedly overgrown by a thorny beast.
I really thought Adventure with Skip would make hanging out at the farm view cozier, but I guess it doesn't get cozier than this after all. Putting down roads isn't for everyone, lass. Nothing wrong with being a seed on the wind. Well, speaking of roots and seeds, in the bar chest, let's do a report I don't rightly like. Something about monstrous plants at the very border of the hollow, blocking the way to the misty bars. They're the bars! You're kidding! Can you feel the fog? Are we losing the climb? Is it close enough to see the floating markets? I've been thinking about heading over there to take a gander at some worrisome blossoms, but why don't you and Skipper hand one last? Open up some new paths for all of us to walk. Well, you mean it? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I will say GC does Poppy very well.
Right?
Energy. Energy. Lots of energy.
So yeah, it looks like you only have a blade right now for sword and shield, so you can't really do that one.
As Farfling Bow.
So right now you technically only have the top and bottom pieces of Jonquil's bow, so
Yeah, so that's
you
not
could
gonna-
throw both of them on, but it would be the same. You just get the renown bonus. Why not just use the bow as a club?
As a makeshift weapon. What about that? Actually, that might be possible with the new crafting system. Actually, I think it is possible. Ooh.
Poppy is non-stoppy.
Poppy is unstoppy.
Well, you just try and stoppy her. Ain't gonna happen.
Impossible! Wow! I've never seen such a flower. I've never seen a flower so big. That'll make a whole ton of petal puff pastry. You think after we defeat it, we should bring the head back to Granny? Yikes! Never mind. Let's destroy it before it can get us a serious case of allergies. Oh wait, she was angry there. Ah!
It is Growth. Growth Beast grows thorns that shoot at you before the beast attacks. That's not good.
Well, it's not great, but the thorns operate as scale, so you can destroy them before they attack.
Yeah, I love this soundtrack. I have been playing on Spotify since I can't hear
Okay,
the
so we probably
game
want
audio.
explosives.
Nice.
Mine's
Yeah, I was
that's
telling my
pretty
coworker today because I was talking about this game to him, and I was just like, "Yeah, no, if I'm ever making an indie game and I have a little bit of money to throw at making a soundtrack, Big Giant Circles is like top of my list of who I would call first."
Nice.
big giant circles.
Oh, that's a unique strike pattern.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a security grid.
So it looks like a chameleon.
Yeah, I can see that.
The hexagonal map grid has me thinking of Armello, and I'm thinking of that's this. Have people taking turns shooting their little animal people around.
Mhm.
I don't actually.
We'll implement it in Beastbreaker 2.
I was gonna say this would be interesting in co-op. You know, I mean, it'd have to be turn by turn, but it would be fun.
Maybe.
I mean, just think about
Beastbreaker 2, Beastbreakers.
Well, they did mention that there were the twin what they call them, twin whiskers. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a foreshadow. There might be a 2-player mode in this game someday.
No, I think they're trying to set up a tragic backstory for your grandmother.
Oh yeah, that part I figured too, but.
Trying to set up a tragic backstory for your grandmother.
Trying to set up tragic backstory for your face.
And then the tragic backstory is suddenly a happy ending where you get 2 players. You unlock 2-player mode over a tragedy.
Well, I mean, the other obvious player I think would be Poppy. You know, she just seems like
Actually, yeah.
she was your buddy in the first game. Now she's picking up like an Amy Rosehammer and just beating the crap out of these things. I really want to know who the artist was in this game. Well, artists plural, I should say, probably.
Ah, that's too far. Oh, you can do.
What's the plot of this game? Kind of lost. So we're living on a farm with a grandma who used to be a legendary warrior, and she kind of settled down after seemingly she lost somebody, presumably her sister. These beasts have been harassing little cute critter folk for some decades or years now. And we're finally like the first person to stand up to them and fight them head on. And so we're going around fighting them, saving people, trying to protect the settlements that we can. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So you can shoot that one thorn that's coming at you, and you'll be safe. There you go.
Oh well.
Famous says, if magic is being restored by freeing it from the beasts,
Yeah,
maybe a sequel
got it.
could have a bona fide wizard to fight with you. I don't think the magic in this universe is the kind that, like, a wizard could exist. I think it's more there is magic in life kind of thing rather than arcane stuff.
It's the
No, it's
force.
a life wizard.
It's friendship.
Yeah, if there's anything, there'd be like a druid sort of thing, where it's like, I understand the magic that flows through the world.
That is how druids talk.
The ship should be vehicles.
Thank you, Ash Gratry. I will check out their Twitter right now.
Oh, classic. Wait a sec, I think I can see something shining in the roots. Oh, what's this? A radio.
Camera.
Oh, camera. Look! Take up in the roots. Is that a broken holotape? Would a record a message?
Oh, I guess it's a tape of some kind. Positively fascinating. Never seen such corrupt.
It's incredible. Long lost records of a mysterious critter on a mysterious journey. It might still be close by. Yee! Imagine skip a second that foreboding shadow could appear.
Oh.
Not that foreboding shadow.
No, you wound me. And here I've worked so hard to cultivate my ominous mystique.
Like it's like Stoker.
good this.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's good this path is clear now. The Misty Mires need help, but be warned. Beasts aren't their only problems.
Wait, don't just... More like an obnoxious mystique. Guess we gotta go home.
Again, like Stoker.
Oh, shots.
Oh, shots fired.
I own it. Yes, you're being very good right now since you're not chewing on things you're not supposed to.
Joker, if you ever do a stream, I demand a cat cam.
You know what? I could probably make that happen.
Yeah.
You consider my camera a cat cam?
There you go, yeah.
You know what? That's true. Wouldn't GC's camera by default be a cat cam?
Candy corn comes in
Also be
later on.
by default be a salad cam. And how many streamers have a salad cam?
We just got a first request for help for some folks at the Misty Bias. Word sure has spread.
Yeah.
I'll guide you there best I can. I know how the borrowers where things get marshy under pa. Even waded through to the mires once or twice. Hope you weren't counting on leaving the thorns behind though. Where it is, they grow on lots of bog beasts. Back up, champ. It's nothing you can't handle. Even the strongest beasts have a weakness. And there's sure to be some useful tools we can pick up in those famed floating markets of theirs.
You want me to pet you, and then you move around and make me have to pursue you.
This is why you need a cat cam. Just like, you have to be like Jen. Just be like, okay, kitty shot. Here's a kitty.
And everyone can be like, oh, kitty.
Yeah.
Candy corn seems to like to come in when I'm at work, but not when we're streaming here.
I have no idea what sort of weapon I would want for this.
Get one that
Let's
kills
just go with
stuff.
the shearing sword again. That's fun.
I think
Yeah.
sword is doing you fantastic.
I also like the voltaic blade.
The way I usually do is just play with what you like or what is giving you a renown bonus, and then you buy the essence depending on what you're fighting.
Let's go with shearing sword again. You see?
Sure, that bracing chill. Smell that, or feel that bracing chill in the air. That'll put some extra fur on the chest. Let's take a look around.
It's a game where everything is mouse size, or are the mice human size? No, everything's mouse size. So, like, they have a kitchen with strawberries in it, but the strawberries come up to their shoulders.
I'm mud and muck. I
If only
couldn't spot
strawberries
that.
could be that big.
I couldn't spot that beast element in all this fog. But I did see that its scales look like a little frail. I bet my bow is weak to scarring. Maybe the locals have something special that could help with this. A dart that can scar the beast? Now we're talking. Ready, champ? Let's give it a go. Or should I say, let's give it a go.
By the way, Stoker, because of what you said, I looked up the world's largest strawberry, and it's kind of nightmare fuel.
Boy,
Here, I'll
that's
link.
just what I love. In conjunction, strawberries and nightmare fuel.
No, but look at this thing. It's like a mutant strawberry. It's like the We Are Legion strawberry.
Let's see, where'd you show me? So it's like it's like a Lovecraftian vaguely resembles a strawberry.
Here, I'll drop it in Discord so you can see it.
It's like the strawberry that must not be named.
Right east on the north. Should be a good angle to target that car with your new dart.
What does this do? Fire a dart 50 steps. On core impact, add 7 scar and stop. I want to get close first.
Oh, you all want to see the big scary strawberry? Hang on, let me get the image link.
The straw
I
scary.
think we can't show it on stream, but
We can't? I can drop it in chat, right?
yeah, you can drop it in chat. It's not going to be on the stream,
Right.
like not on the screen.
Well,
No.
it'll be on their screen if they click on it.
Yeah, I will not.
Hey, I'm trying to explain a thing. You're being pedantic.
I love doing
Why am I
that.
not surprised?
It's working, but there's only one hefty beast. It'll take more than a single dart to scar it up.
Like 2 darts.
That did it.
Check that.
That'll permanently weaken the beast, but I'll also make it real vulnerable for a brief time. Strike while you can.
We'll be right back.
It doesn't do anything while it's still scarred. I was wondering if it could just remove the fading if I kept it up, but nope.
Painted Pig says this is good drawing music. Please do go look up the album on SoundCloud or Bandcamp. Please support Big Giant Circles. I know him in person. I've met him a couple of times. He's a great person, and I love all of his music.
Well, that's cool. I shall also look it up. Was it Big Giant Circle, you said?
Big Giant Circles.
Ah, circles, plural.
Ow. And now I'm trapped all the way over here. Ah, come on, you bounced the wrong way. Been cool. Getting a lot more materials.
We're rich. Rich, I say. Under par, too. Guess that beast is scarred for life now.
It's dead. It can't be scarred for life because it's dead.
I don't know. I mean, one might argue that being dead is the most scarred for life you can be.
I suppose.
And then when you get to the pearly gates, so you've been scarred for life, haven't you?
Hee hee.
I know it's Jonas's character.
Something on your mind?
Ew. You asked
You
me why
asked-
I help. You asked me why I help critters. I don't know, but you do too. You deliver messages. You help me help them.
So it would seem.
Then what's your motivation? Interesting that it's taken you.
Interesting that it's taken you so long to ask, when everyone else has been demanding my answer. Is it merely that you were working up the courage? You say so little. ... Or is it that you know my answer won't change anything? After all, you're on this path now. Will you let settlements fall without intervention? Will you stop? ... Well then, it seems we need not waste time on why. Not yet.
I can smell your foreshadowing sense back here. Stop it. I like if Peppy basically keeps on poking Furies at that.
I just have this feeling it's gonna be like the guy. He'll be all like, "You've seen the corrupt world, blah blah blah. Join forces. We have to impose order." You know.
And then Peppy's like, so cliche.
And he's like, "I'll
Funny,
never
'cause I
join you."
think the exact opposite. I think he's trying to see if Skipper is like the true hero.
Oh, okay.
If they're willing to stand up to the test of having their morals sort of questioned.
Well, you've got your money on him being the villain. You've got your money on him being a secret hero tester. My money is on him just being a guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm bored.
I'm just the mail carrier. No, really, I am. I meant that.
Listen, it's steady work. It has good benefits.
So, are you looking for a female carrier? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh.
Why, you know anybody?
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Peppy goes out and collects the pie. Praising GC.
Depart.
Ah, good old swamps. My kind of place. You really get the hang of this track and stuff. Be proud, champ.
Yeah?
You know, watching these battles sure does take me back. I may have been just a sprout, but I'll never forget the day the legendary warriors came to my settlement. And now I'm watching a different Whiskersmith take on the world. Who would have thought? Well,
Not
call me Whiskers and Needles and slap me in the back of the seat.
Sir, we have just met.
Also acceptable would have been, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Also, slap me in the back of the seat just means they're traveling.
Oh, nice.
For no reason, just traveling. They're not going anywhere, they're just driving around the truck. Because somehow wheels mean nature.
Strong versus taunt. What is this? A clue?
Ooh.
Sorry, snail seems to be searching for someone.
Sorry.
Searching for Flowey. East Flowey.
We know what it's strong against. We have no idea what it's weak against. Health charge. Quickening. Instantly gain haste 2 and launch 2. I have no idea what those are.
Oh, it's the
Yeah,
second
taunt,
haste and the
which
second launch.
are. Drain. Done. Let me just get some of these. I know. Oh, where'd it go? What?
They gave you the rope-a-dope. They'll loop the loop.
That tiny stay on my kitchen. Shoo, shoo.
It followed me home.
What? Is that a note on his shell? This handwriting's a panic scribble. I can't make it out. Please, allow me. Radiance, transcendence, phosphorescence. Eloquence. What a glamorous sounding settlement.
Can't say I've heard that one, and unfortunately there is no map attached. Let's just keep an eye out for more of these little pals. Anybody want to take my seat? It's super squishy. Yeah, it's some extra fines.
Okay, let's try this again.
Alright, now keep your ears low and your steps soft. Light and careful with your paws. Great job, champ. You're stalking just like a slug in the underground. Growth. Took me a while to start moving silently, but you're natural. Then again, you don't have any quills to get stuck in the bushes. And if you ever get your quills stuck, always get your bubblegum.
Element. Learn weakness. Weak versus drain.
Or as my mom used to say, get the butter out. Ah! So.
Beast drain bar is filled. The attack of the beast is decreased by 1. While drained, beast attacks only do 1 damage. Yeah, that's a lot of health on its core. But I did not bring the shearing sword. Can I reach a core from here?
I don't know. Can you?
Awesome.
Maybe.
Nope.
No.
Oh, that's shield bash. Oh, it can bounce off anything else. Okay.
I'm now very caffeinated. Got a whole bunch of stuff to work on tonight. It's all Stoker's fault.
Yep, it's me. My fault.
Monster.
I am history's greatest schmoogus. You can search history for all kinds of schmooguses, but you'll never find one as terrible as me. And you can smoog that right to the bank.
I just might.
Well, you know what, Jonas?
Hmm.
I wish you
What?
the best of luck with that.
Okay.
Let's put a bow on this.
You guys say the other pun?
Here's another pun.
Yeah.
Gonna put a ring on it.
He said, think it got the point.
Oh,
You missed it.
I think he got the point.
I think the enemy got the point.
It's like a Bond pun.
You're a Bond pun.
Why miss money penny? That was my Sean Connery apparently.
It was pretty fun. It was halfway to Elvis Presley, but I enjoyed it.
Look. I don't even know that's out there.
Oh, jeez, I just realized. Hot hedgehog, bow, point.
Mhm.
You see, you're still in pun camp.
Is he a hedgehog or a porcupine?
You know
Only
what?
his hairdresser knows for sure.
Yeah.
I think he's a porcupine. I keep calling him hedgehog, but yeah.
It's probably a porcupine because they make a bunch of quill jokes.
Nah, yeah.
Listen, everybody knows that hedgehogs are blue and they gotta go fast.
Those are only the male ones. The female ones are pink and they carry hammers.
Yeah.
That's true. I think I saw that in a nature documentary once.
Was the documentary for Sega?
Yeah, it was a nature documentary. It was commentated by known naturalist scientist Dr. Eggman.
And he was just like,
Dr.
hedgehogs are the worst creatures on the planet.
They played Canada.
Ah, yes. Eggman's fame. Well, actually, I was about to joke about Eggman, famed resident of Canada, but then I remembered he's played by Jim Carrey in the live
You
action
got it.
movies,
You
so-
got it. That was a joke.
Eggmanada.
Where all your eggs come true.
I'm glad. I really hate having false eggs. That's on my my list of my top 97 worst pet peeves.
That sounds like some kind of weird breakfast thing. Ooh, false eggs. I don't know. I got nothing else.
What do you think you buy every time you go and get breakfast at McDonald's?
Uh,
You buy the eggs of deceit.
Keeps growing like a zillion scales around its main core. I have no idea how I'm supposed to beat them like this.
that's annoying.
Canada, our home in Aggie land.
So you could build up a bunch of block and then shield bash gates.
That's what
extra
I've been
steps for
doing.
each block. Okay.
You could say that Jim carried the row. He.
I could, but I never will.
My appreciation for Jim Carrey never started to the mask. He was full of energy in that role.
Okay.
I never knew that his line, that "alrighty then," was a Canadian thing. I just thought it was his thing.
What,
Alrighty
it's a
then.
Canadian thing?
It was actually, as far as I know,
He's
he
stuck
started.
in these
That
positions.
was his line, thanks to the mask. He was
I
still
read
saying.
somewhere that it was a Canadian thing to say, "Alrighty then."
Well, the problem is, to be very honest, I'm pretty sure ever since that movie, everybody's been saying it. That's the problem. It's not so much a Canadian thing; it's the mask thing, as they call it down here,
No. Okay.
because they like that quote so much.
It's Jonas's fault. He did it.
Yeah, it was me.
You know what it is?
Now I'm looking up Canadian slang course.
An ang.
Okay, I finally got some actual damage on it.
Nice.
If someone does say that it's a Canadian thing, I dare you to ask them, "Have you seen the mask?" And if they say no, then I would say, "Did you know somebody that watched the mask?" And if they still say no, then I don't know. But I still
Yeah, I think it is a Canadian thing. It just may not be a Nova Scotia or Eastern Seaboard thing.
no
Oh,
joke. Sorry,
Go ahead.
no joke. Like I can pretty much guarantee you that movie made that quote famous. But I'm not sure it was because it was a Canadian thing or just around the world thing. But yeah, movie made
Alright.
the thing.
GC, question for you. So
Yeah.
those hats that are they're like knit winter hats with like the little ball on top. Do you
Yeah.
call those toques or beanies or caps?
It's down here. When I was growing up, we called them caps, but
Okay.
we called them. But I know people call them beanies too. So
Yeah.
it's a mix of both.
Where I came from, they're called smoogie
Yeah. That's French, right? That's
Yeah.
Louisiana French.
Yeah, from the French word smiggy.
Yeah, Schmogaboke. That's the.
I'm starting to think that's a new language called Flurp.
I do not
It's
have
basically-
enough to actually win this battle.
It's French and Blur combined. There, Flurp.
Nice.
Flurbergen.
Fleur de Bergen.
You're a Fleur de Bergen.
Well, only on weekends.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
There's nothing less trustworthy, Jonas, than a weekend Fleur de Burger.
That's true. Except for one that always smiles at you.
It's a learning experience.
Well, gosh diddly darn.
You watch.
I don't
you watch
understand
your
why
language, Miller.
I'm not allowed to pick my weapon after I see what the beast is. I have to pick it before I know what it is.
When are they gonna let you unlock that?
Trying to remember, what was your essence that fight?
I did not have an essence because I did not pick up enough. Yeah,
What is the picture for again?
it would have helped if I had an essence, like acid or something. That would have helped.
This is where I'd put my essence if I had one.
In the kitchen. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This
look-
is
Giver,
gonna be-
how many snails do you plan to bring home? They're swarming the table. The amount of time it'll take to clean.
Held up a moment. Why are they all clamoring around across the map? Seems like they got tiny sights set on one particular settlement. Maybe they ought to go scout about.
Oh,
gonna
apparently
say-
these snails are smart enough to read a map.
Apparently. Snail trail. Ew.
Snails are not what they seem.
Ew. Good night, Seamus.
Night night.
And Ash Great Tree.
You guys realize that in 6 more months we'll have been doing this for 2 years.
I mean,
Nope.
all of you will
6 more
have been
months, so
doing years.
currently we've been only doing it for 1.5 years.
Correct.
Okay. More snails. Hi.
Hello.
Is charging off?
Bye.
Very slowly.
Just give Jonko a sword. Then we get to real, get to the point jokes. Oh. But his a bow suffice.
Oh yeah, that's right, Mel. You joined in
Versus
what? Like,
Scar.
you joined about May, I think.
I should be check. I still got the family.
Who's gonna be this frog?
Oh,
is there
that's
a new character?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know it was. Yes.
Let me,
Oh,
Joker.
I think I could be this frog.
He's mellow. That's his thing. He's mellow.
He's mellow.
Bello, yellow.
He's
It's still
very
below.
nervous and very worried all the time.
Oh, okay. My bad. Never mind.
I was
Good.
gonna say, it didn't look or sound like a mellow guy. Oh, huddles! What if some of them went and got themselves all eaten up already? Oh, oh, radiance! Watch out! Transcendence! Be careful! Phosphorescence! Eloquence! Oh! I can't look! And yet my eyes are so huge!
They're all snails?
Oops, all snails.
Nails all the way down.
Meek versus Scar.
Alright.
Yes.
Growth.
Next month.
What kind of essence do you want for growth?
It'll be Miller's anniversary next month.
Okay.
Get fire essence.
I also happen to know a couple of birthdays are coming up.
Where is it
So
gonna
he
be
just-
then? Yeah,
Well,
just
no, he
absorb
ju-
this one.
So if you go onto it right now, he should still be there.
Onto the corruption pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it always goes towards the closest corruption pool, and it moves one tile at a time. So you can,
Didn't seem like it
most
was
of the
one tile
time,
at a
guess
time.
where it is.
This is a new one.
Oh,
Looks like,
Shell
fancy.
Snapper.
A turtle.
yeah,
It's a
That's it.
turtle.
Wados.
Rolls all the way down.
Agatha all along.
It's always been Wankersham.
God damn it, Agatha Christie, you can't keep writing yourself as the murderer in each one of your novels.
Oh.
Why not? That's what I'd do.
Before BBC's Dracula came out, I was joking with Stoker that it would be exactly like Sherlock, like a procedural mystery. Like, basically, every time there's like, Dracula, there's been another murder, and Dracula's like, yeah, it was me. The end.
I would actually love to see a version of Dracula like that. And they're like, damn it, Dracula!
Oh, Dracula! I just can't stop
there's
myself.
There's like this irascible police chief who's like, damn it, I want to fire you, but you're the best cop we've got!
You're a loose cannon, Dracula.
I want your coffin on my desk!
Meet your new partner, Van Helsing. Dun, dun, dun. Who saw that one coming? Anyway.
Jonas, someone has to stop us. We're becoming too powerful.
Yeah.
Illusion.
Miller, what was your first game? Was it after Outer Wilds? That was when you jumped on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Outer Wilds is the one I wanted to jump on because I had a lot to say about that game, and I
God.
did not have a lot of people to talk to about it.
Huh. I thought you jumped on earlier, but I was wrong. Oh well.
No,
You
I
wanna
remember.
bring out his
I remember
inner
it
nerdiness.
distinctly.
Yeah.
I jumped down and Rick needed another cook. Yee. Meat.
Meat. The good old days.
All right, that was a very busy, very eventful turn.
That's what I like about the bow.
Yeah, if you get which one do you have right now? Yeah, bonus charge tile. Bonus charge tile with bow is kind of crazy because you technically have an unlimited number of moves, as long as you can keep cycling between ammo and charge.
Mercy. You ever play like an RPG style game with lots of random battles and RNG stuff, and you're trying to get one specific thing, like something rare to spawn or rare to drop, and you grind and grind and grind and grind for it, and it just seems like it's never gonna come?
I've played
Well,
MMOs, yes.
I'm not
All
talking about MMOs in this case.
Can somebody please
but-
take that last clip out of context? Just grind,
you mean
and grind, and it never comes.
You know what? I've been there too. But you know what?
Was there something in particular you were thinking of, Stoker?
Something in particular I'm talking about. Well, see, there's this this game called Final Fantasy.
What's that?
And it
Really?
recently, yes, really, the first 6 games in the franchise have gotten a pixel remaster, though only the first 4 so far, I believe, are actually available.
I played them all.
And the original Final Fantasy has this rare encounter with this incredibly super strong enemy called the War Mech.
Mm-hmm.
That
I think I remember
completionists
that.
completionists need if they want to be a completionist, but its spawn rate is real low, and you're completely at the mercy of RNG.
It's optional.
And-
right? Like, yeah.
Someone,
It's still tough.
Most people don't want to fight it.
but completionists do. And
course.
someone may have leveled up a dozen times trying to get it to spawn.
That's awesome.
Ow.
I remember in the very original Nintendo days, my cousin showed me Warmack by complete accident. Needless to say, it shed a tear when he wiped the crew.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, most people encounter it by accident, and it's this horrible thing for them because they're not, courting disaster.
Not only
You know-
that, though, there was no saves up in that game back then.
Yeah,
I'm
quick
pretty
save
sure-
is a great blessing.
I'm pretty sure they mentioned it in Nintendo Power. Like it's like a chicken-footed battle
yeah.
map, right?
I posted that one
And
time.
it's
Never did it
the second hardest fight in the game after the final boss.
Right. And like
Uh,
I remember
Who's
looking
cheap
at it,
and he cheats a lot, but
I didn't know the
still
word.
got the-
I didn't.
It's
Go ahead,
okay.
Goji.
I got the link actually. I'm gonna show it to you. Still
Nice.
got it.
I didn't know the word mecha at the time, so I thought it was like war mech.
yeah, it's the war match.
The war match.
I'm not too concerned about eventually encountering it because I'm like,
I think time to
Abruptly-
encounter it, you'll be so strong, it's not as much of an issue anymore.
well, I've been grinding a lot through this game to buy all the spells and armor and stuff I wanted, so my levels are like twice what they should be.
Nice.
I ended the game at level 60. I was amazed.
And I'm reasonably sure the difficulty for the Pixel remaster has been toned down anyway, because it seems like it's way easier than it should be for an NES game.
Well,
But
I can comment
Well,
on that if
Nintendo
anybody
hard.
don't mind.
by all means, GC, comment upon it.
In the very first Final Fantasy pixels, the bosses are actually tougher. It's the
Really?
regular monsters that are still the same.
That's interesting.
Yes. But when I say they're tougher, I mean like they quadrupled their health.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really must be over leveled because I've been tearing through them.
Okay. They still have the same attack pattern though. So yeah.
Yeah, using arrows to actually like deal damage to cores is not that effective. You have to be a little more indirect with things.
I just want to see the war mech. I'm at maximum gold. That's how long I've been grinding.
Nice.
Yeah, I got max gold too. I bought stuff just to fill up my inventory somehow. Even though I got all the cabins and all the tents. Ugh.
Good lord, I was at level 50. I was not even at level 50 when I entered this dungeon, and now I'm at 60.
God, I should do Final Fantasy. I mean, I feel like that's a very low-key game, but
That'd be one that you definitely want to do a lot of chatter about, because the original
Yeah.
Final Fantasy doesn't have a lot of, like, dialogue and stuff.
No
Also,
joke
yeah.
though. The auto battle in the Pixels remakes is amazing. And it's one of the reasons why if people are even slightly curious about Final Fantasy, I'll say it right now. The auto battle in the Pixels will make you will not make it as grindy as it was in the old days where it like took you a week to get the game finished basically. It takes like 2 or 3 days of Pixels if you want to abuse the auto battle, but it's there for completion, for people that want to rush the game. And it's pretty good. I love
Says
it.
It's a
here,
speedrun tool.
the original FF is 18 hours for the main story and 36 hours for completionists.
I got all the achievements for part 1. I'm trying to get them all for part 2, but I gotta grind my swords. That's fun.
When am I going to encounter the war mech? That's
Oh,
what I
speaking of
wanna
which.
know.
I
Sorry,
just
are you
keep
playing right
talking-
now?
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
I'm
Anyway, go on.
multitasking.
Nice.
oh, you're okay. You're doing the right now. You're the war mech right now.
I just thought you were- Go ahead, just say it. Right?
I'm currently trying to get the pink tail from Final Fantasy IV.
Nice.
That's a classic. You know which? That's something I should be doing someday. Oh, jeez. We were talking about Final Fantasy. I forgot it's midnight.
No, it sure is.
How time flies when you're not encountering the war mech.
Time flies when you haven't found the pink tail.
I'm
I had a
gonna
lot
enjoy
of
it
fun.
longer.
I had a lot of fun playing Final Fantasy 3, the original Final Fantasy 3, not the remake.
Finally
Mhm.
destroyed that one, man.
Nice.
I never realized how much I
Takes like
loved the
20
ninja in that.
arrows to its face. Doesn't do
Yeah.
anything.
No, yeah, with this bow, you definitely want to be using the nettling thorns and the siphon to attack cores. Arrow flight is just not going to do it.
Also, Final Fantasy 3 showed me where 8-Bit Theater got out of its sprites. That's where they got them all from.
8-Bit Theater, I've been thinking about it a lot as I've played through Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're gonna get a laugh when you play Final Fantasy 3. A lot. Now I know where they got out of the sprites.
Here.
I love how they put just straight up mind flayers in this game as an enemy.
I don't even know
Like,
what
they didn't even
Mad Flayers were.
try to disguise them. They're just straight up, they're mind flayers.
They called them wizards in the original. I didn't even know what a mind flayer was. I just thought they were like squid lizards. Squidwards.
Wizards.
Wizards.
Yes.
Squizzards?
Yeah.
Yeah, Squizzards. The wonderful thing about Squizzards is Squizzards are wonderful things.
And the squidwards don't use spells on it. They just beat you with your stick.
Oh. That's
That
rude.
is a time-honored Squizzard tradition.
Yeah.
Squisition.
I think it was funny too, because even I knew what a wizard was when I was 6 when I first played Final Fantasy, and I was like, they don't bash you with their sticks, do they? That's not a wizard thing.
Only when they're out of mana.
It's like the trope of like when you're out of bullets, you just throw your gun. When wizards are out of mana, they just throw the stick.
Except they're only supposed to do 1 damage. These wizards, they did like half your health, and you're like, that makes no sense.
That's rude.
Muscle
Yeah.
wizards.
Yeah.
Muscle wizard.
Muscle Wizard!
Yeah.
Muscle Wizard, what do? I cast Fist!
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that that's a deck in Magic the Gathering that you can play Muscle Wizards.
Is there literally
I thought it
code
was
that says
a,
I can't do-
I thought it was a D&D thing that you could exploit through a certain combination of rules.
I think that's where the name came from, but the way I've seen it played out most often is Magic decks where you play creatures that care about you casting little cantrips, and they get stronger when you do that. And then you have
that's
these
fun.
tiny creatures that deal 1 billion damage because you've drawn a card 3 times that turn.
Is this like a hack or something? Like, is this some weird like workaround they figured out, or is this part of the game?
In Magic, no, it's definitely part of the game. There are
Oh, okay.
abilities that explicitly call out, hey, this creature gets bigger when you cast spells.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some kind of like weird loophole or something.
No, I think the D&D one is more of like a weird loophole. Because D&D
the
doesn't
D&D
really want
one,
you...
The D&D one requires a number of different things, and you really have to get a DM who is on board with this to cooperate with it. There's
Just bribe them.
I hear
Just 'cause
DMs are like a real job.
they're just like there's a condition from I believe it's the Book of Vile Darkness
Hmm.
that which, by the way, shout out to that name. It's like rage as a disease that makes you stronger, and you're allowed to if you can there's some sort of hack that allows you to use strength as your spell casting instead of like whatever it would normally be, intelligence. So like you just steadily get stronger as you have the rage disease. And your spell casting just continues to get greater and greater and greater.
Got it.
Nice.
There you go.
And you get right next to it and just pummel it with nettling thorns.
Yeah, you just stick that shotgun right up its booty and pull the trigger.
Yep.
If it works.
Fake it till
I
you
guess
make it.
getting me got the butt of the point.
Yes.
sort of works.
Still under par.
Yeah, like it's
Very
Pretty
generous.
generous
Par.
with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think par is like 25 turns or something.
Okay, you're voicing this guy.
Oh, is it the frog?
Yes.
Okay. Let's, they survived! We all survived! Oh! You saved them! Each and every one! All of my babies, you're safe and sound! I've been worried sick over these little sweeties. When they get loose, it just about when they got loose, rather, it just about threw me into a panic. But things all worked out. I knew they would. They always do. The name's Mallow Sedgewort. How about me and my babies give y'all a tour as thanks?
Wow, Mallow finally is a frog.
These here Misty Mires are just the sweetest place once you know your way around. Sure, we don't get a whole lot of sunlight, and there are some places where the water's gone toxic. But I follow all the healthy eating trends from the cloud. A smoothie a day keeps twisting sickness at bay. Ha ha ha!
Oh, how come you're not dead?
Ha ha! Ha!
Skipper. The snails weren't enough.
Oh, sorry. I was just about to, the window minimized on me.
Y'all seem like a sweet bunch of critters here with a whole operation underway. Huh. What are y'all working on?
Stopping the beasts.
What? That's great! But you don't mean like actually stopping them, right? Because that'd be unnecessarily dangerous.
Unnecessarily.
The beasts are. Yeah, I'm sure we can learn to live with them. Folks can learn to live with anything. Versus taking some kind of stand, which makes living seem less likely. I don't like politics.
Oh, Mallow, hello.
That is also midnight.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay,
Gay.
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Solar's Reap reflects hard enough to break reality. Okay.
All right. Reality broken. The beasts are broken. Everything is broken. Broken like my soul. Okay.
You're all in my skin.
Don't get under my skin.
All right. And on that wholesome note, thanks everybody for coming.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you next time.
Indeed.
See you next time. Good night.
Have a
Good
good
night,
night.
folks.
Everyone pray for me in my Warmech situation.
I will pray for the
I
war
give
mech
you my
and that
energy.
nuke you.
May the RNG bless you.
And your
Thank you.
nukes. I'll
All
bless your the nukes don't go off. Have a good one.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Hey,